Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's segment of readings. Um, this is on James 13 Wicca on YouTube, in case you're not seeing it there. For the main tarot, I'm going to use Wild Reflections Tarot deck by Spell. And there is a website on the back here. I believe it's there, yspell.com. It's in the center over here. There we go. If you're interested. That's what we have for the tarot deck. The oracle cards I'm going to use are Sacred... Okay, can't hold it. Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. It's hard to read it backwards. By Denise Lynn. Where's the websites for Denise? I think it's on the back of the book. So it's at the end of her paragraph where you see her face, that yellowish box. It's at the bottom of it. DeniseLynn.com if you want to check her out. And I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana, substituting 22 for 0 for the Fool. 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and a 4-sided dice to choose the element. It's from the Dice Shop. The website there is mathartfun.com. I don't know if it's showing up. I don't know if you can see mathart.com. Hopefully you can. mathartfun.com. Alright, that being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. That being said, let's get into your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? Ooh, Sun card, right out. That's the best card in the tarot deck, in my opinion. Sun card, really good. It seems to be setting the stage for the whole thing. Is there something coming in? Is something going out? What's going on here? Is something coming in or going out? All right, so I'm still trying to figure out if something's coming in or coming out, going out, but let's get into the reading and we'll find out. Whatever the situation is, realistically, there are some very, very good pieces to it. So, for example, if this was family, I'm not saying you love everybody in your family, but there are some people that I feel like you really enjoy being around. And there's like some connections, some get-togethers that are really good, and maybe selective people are there, that type of thing. Same thing with work. If it's a work connection or any other type of social connection, doesn't mean everybody is like, doesn't mean you're skipping through the sunshine with everybody, but there's enough people there, or certain people there, that are just, yes, I love that, that's good, this works, happy, happy, joy, joy. Probably a telemarketer too in that stupid phone. It was going really good. Can we get back into that? Yes. Okay. All right. So, again, it wasn't perfect, but it was good. Even when there was conflict, it was like, even when there was conflict, it was progressive. It was progressive. Like, it brought things forward that you needed. It actually, even when there was conflict, it moved things up to the next level. You got a lot of information that helped you see things differently or get the truth about what was really going on. Even when there was conflict, it still worked to your favor. It worked in your benefit. I think of Aquarius as somebody who typically doesn't shy away from conflict, but there's different levels, different versions of it. I don't think of Aquarius as like a violent conflict person. I think of Aquarius is like intellectual conflict and sorting things out and finding the truth. I feel like Aquarius is okay with that. Like, okay, we can conflict over these things, but let's keep our wits about us, type of thing. You noticed something. You have learned things through the past of this. This is a great card. It's a great card, but you've learned a lot of things about the situation. And not everybody is perfect. In fact, I don't think anybody's perfect on this planet. But there's things here that I feel like I've seen some of the dirt, and it makes me more comfortable because not everybody sees it. Not in the sense of like holding it over somebody, but like, you know, seeing the truth of people. It's easier to get comfortable with certain people when you realize they've got dirt in their lives just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you have knowledge, you have information, and it's kind of like, I feel like I can relate to certain people better because I see things that not everybody sees. And it's like everybody's life has some bumps. They just do. And it's kind of like seeing other people's bumps. You're like, I'm not so self-conscious about mine because they got them too. And they know I know that. So it makes me feel more confident with that, more comfortable. You do see their bumps. And I think they know that from what I'm seeing coming forward next. So whatever this is, whatever level, because you see somebody for who they really are and you got those deeper levels with them, whether they wanted it or not, I feel like they're letting down their guard. You have, it's the Five of Pentacles, but this is up straight up. But the Five of Pentacles is coming in like this, which means they're letting go of some things. Not all the walls are down, but they're letting go of some more walls with you. And it's locking things in even stronger with you and whoever this is, or it could be a couple people. And I get that, like, through letting down these walls, I don't know if it's directly or indirectly, if I'm going to be honest with you. You may be by letting down some of these walls, you're helping relieve a lot of pressure. You might be problem solving without trying to problem solve. I feel like you'll know the impact you have. I'm not questioning that. But, like, I don't really know that you're trying to help somebody fix their problems, but through whatever you're talking about or explaining what you know or what you've experienced or what you've seen, you are helping somebody problem solve. I mean, they do have the chess game here with the Knight of Cups. So there's a good energy here, but you are helping somebody problem solve. The good energy here right in the center, I don't feel like I'm getting involved directly, but I am problem solving. I'm helping somebody, the energy's going up, energy's getting much more positive, but I don't feel like for example, if somebody was having issues in their family, and they're not in your family, we're just going to say, but you're saying stuff, you're explaining stuff, and blah, 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 blah. You're giving them ways to do things, maybe not even trying to, and you're not going to go there and be a part of that situation, but you're giving them the tools they need to have. You're having a very healing effect. Mystic Healer came in. I don't really feel like you know exactly how impactful you are, though. I think you know that you're having an effect, but I don't think you realize how much better you're making somebody else's life just by talking about what you're talking. Sometimes just by having somebody to talk to, that actually releases a lot of energy for some people and lets them clear things out and see things the way they need to see them. Okay, so this same connection is what we're going to be dealing with this whole thing. We're only 7 minutes in, right? I know we got more than half of the cards left, but I don't know how long this is going to go. We'll find out, I guess. You already know. I know you saw how long this video is. I just thought of that. I don't know where that popped in from. King of Cups. The Strength card, but the Strength card coming in like this. Like, it's kind of like independent, codependent together. And there's double cards. So there's a new level you're going to with this same connection. Could be a person, could be a group of people. A new level you're going into. Again, you've helped them problem solve something. By doing that, I think you're getting a lot closer than expected, and you're being invited into something. You're being invited into something, okay? This is not taken lightly. I feel like this is kind of private. It's kind of like, it's emotionally exciting. It's stimulating, very stimulating mentally. I think emotionally you're very excited about this because it's stimulating very mentally. Like, what's going on here? What's all this stuff? It reminds me of, like, you know, when somebody passes away and you go through their house, there's so much stuff there. It's just kind of like, what's going on here? When, like, for example, when I got my house, there was a lot of tin foil plates and stuff. My grandmother grew up in the Depression, so there was a lot of that stuff, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. It was very interesting, the stuff that she kept. Everything was neat and tidy, so you never knew she had some of this stuff, but she always kept certain things just in case. It was one of those things. All right, so you're being invited into something. It's a long road, or... Okay. It's ever changing. Four of Wands, you're very bonded in here, very connected. Sometimes the Four of Wands is a marriage card or a bond or some type of, it feels a lot of times I feel it like a contract, but it's like a very strong bond in my opinion. And it's a long road. I don't think that's a bad. I think that's a positive to this situation. It's going to last a long time. There's a lot to do. I feel like that's a positive to this one. And they're giving you kind of like a heads up. Don't take the mystery out of it right away. Whatever that means to you, like, don't go gung-ho trying to figure out the mystery. There's a lot, and there's some moving pieces here. Things look differently when people want to tell you things versus when you kind of coax it out of them. Things look differently. I don't know when people want to tell you things, it has a different flavor versus if you're interrogating somebody. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. They're saying don't try to resist figuring it out right in the beginning. Go a different angle. It's an idea, possibility, an option. I got the Eight of Swords and the Fool. Whatever this is, there seems to be a lot of components and pieces. So instead of going, for example, the house analogy, instead of going through the house and trying to figure out what's this, how is this, how old's that, where'd that come from, is this wiring good, is this wiring bad, blah, 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 blah. Instead of figuring out all those things, go to the person who doesn't seem to understand what's going on or what to do. Somebody's going to be kind of stuck. In this situation, somebody's just going to be kind of stuck. They might be very upset. Bring positive energy into that person. Center your energy there. And I get this can be, by bringing up that person's energy, because you are really good at it, for this situation at least, I feel like some of you are going to be like, that's not my thing. I feel like some of you are going to definitely say that. But I'm getting for this situation, the way you are, the way you talk, you match, you fit so well. You are a very healing energy here. Go towards that person. Some of you are going to be like, yeah, I do that all the time. I get that. But there's going to be a couple of you at least that are going to be like, that's not my thing. Trust me, this one, it's not going to be painful for you, and you're going to give an influence to somebody. Sometimes it's the way you say stuff. I know, not everybody gets excited when Aquarius kind of shakes the tree. This one does. This one, when you shake the tree, something they thought they were screwed over on, they're going to be like, oh, you really think so, Aquarius? And you're going to be like, well, of course, blah, blah, blah. And you'll say what you have to say. You're going to shake their tree, and it's going to help them bring up their energy. Something where they feel trapped, they feel stuck, you're going to be able to kind of like get them out of that rut so they can snap out of it. Well, I shouldn't say snap out of it. That sounds rude. You know what I mean? They'll give them a chance to do something differently and to feel like they have hope. And that's, I feel like they're saying that's one of the reasons you're here. That's one of the reasons you're a part of this situation, is because you are a very positive, healing energy here. Even those of you who are like, no, it's not my thing. I understand, but I'm telling you, for this one, I'm telling you, just give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Where is this going? This situation is going to keep evolving, by the way. So if I was using that analogy of the house. All right, this house is only, you go through this house, it's only going to be so much you do in it. But then it's kind of like, well, it's almost like saying, well, we did this because we needed to, because somebody passed away in our family or whatever. But we could start a business where we do this for other people and we sort out things for other people. And it's almost like it breeds into a whole new business. It could literally go into business, into some type of business. Could be. Take it with a grain of salt. These are general reads. Something that you didn't think would go into a business could go into its own business. Or it could be something that's already business going into your own business. There seems like there's a business connection here with this King of Pentacles. I just keep feeling it, especially with the Queen of Swords there. Intellect with finance is what I keep getting with this. So, and that might cross you into a whole new section of life, a whole new era of life for you. And I feel like it could be extremely enjoyable. So this may be more worth it and more unexpected too than I think. I keep seeing that though. Something where this has nothing to do with business, this has nothing to do with making money, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you know what we could do? We could do this, and we could do this full time, and we could make a business out of this. We could make a living doing this. And it's kind of like, yeah, you're actually right. And actually, if we did this and that and the other thing, I see how that would actually be successful. It's crossing a bridge into something. Like literally, crossing bridges, I feel like that's so freaking literal. So freaking literal. That's reminding me of that little girl who, where she's like, oh look, it's freaking bats. I love Halloween. I don't know what her name is, but it just kind of popped into my head too. Unexpected, wonderful thing could come out of this that I totally feel like I wasn't expecting. Bringing that person's energy up might be very pivotal to that coming forward. Just to let you know. I'm touching it on the table. You can't see that. I know. Sorry. Anything else? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down right here. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.